What was your understanding of what was happening at the time that the call came in?
It came out as Sheriff 1 requesting help. Somebody was threatening to kill him or threatening his life.
6 witnesses take the stand in the high-profile case against Pierce County Sheriff Ed Troyer. He's charged with 2 misdemeanor counts from an incident last January. Thanks for joining us. I'm David Rose.
And I'm Jamie Tompkins. Today we're learning what led up to a massive police response over a man delivering newspapers. Fox 13's Frankie Thompson is at the courthouse in Pierce County with the very latest this afternoon. Frankie?
One of the 6 testimonies today was from a South Sound 911 dispatcher. Through her tears, she tells the court about the quick decision she made to dispatch several Tacoma police officers to help Sheriff Ed Troyer on January 27, 2021.
Sheriff Ed Troyer called South Sound 911 on a law enforcement only line, claiming Cedric Altimer, a black newspaper carrier, was threatening to kill him. That information was given to Lee Heiberg, another dispatcher who put a priority call out to Tacoma police officers to help Troyer.
What was your reaction to learning that Sheriff Troyer wanted only 1 or 2 cars?
That at the point of which he was wanting 1 or 2 cars was way further down the phone call, and we were way past that point.
Heiberg is full of emotion when Troyer's defense attorney questions how she handled the call and why 40 officers were dispatched instead of 1 or 2 like Troyer requested. Heiberg said she had to make the decision based on her experiences with previous officer help calls.
An officer needs a help call. We have nothing except for that he needs help. And while they are responded to the same, they're different in information. One has a wealth of information for the most part, and one just has nothing.
Officer Zach Hobbs was one of the first to arrive on scene and asked Troyer about the encounter with Altimer. Hobbs says he forgot to press record on his body camera during that talk, but did after returning to his partner. The video and audio is played in court.
I can hear myself saying that he said he was threatened or threatened with something at first, and then he didn't say he was threatened the second time.
Did Sheriff Troyer ever, in your presence, deny being threatened by Altimer? Deny it?
No.
Okay. Did he ever backtrack any statement about being threatened that you heard?
No.
Darren Steiner owns the newspaper distribution company that Altimer works for. The defense notes that Altimer had about 4,000 customer complaints against him from 2021 to November 2022. Defense attorneys say after the scene was cleared, Altimer returned to Troyer's house about 2 hours later to deliver a newspaper. Sergeant Mike Blair, who also responded to the scene, says Troyer called him after Altimer's paper delivery.
He wanted me to find out what paper carrier the guy worked for, and I said, I'm not going to do that.
Did he say why he wanted you to do that?
No.
Why did you decide not to do that?
Because I didn't want to start another investigation. Okay. It was Tacoma's call. They'd handled it.
Lieutenant Robert Stark says he also responded to the scene, saying at the end of the call, he reviewed the report an officer filed of the encounter.
Were you aware that at that time Sheriff Troyer did not take any newspapers physically at the house?
No.
Okay. Did anybody look into that? Do you know?
No.
And we can expect to hear more of those questions tomorrow, as prosecutors say Cedric Altimer will testify to tell his version of what happened last January. The defense says Troyer will also take the stand during the trial. Reporting in Tacoma, Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.